Democratic congressional leaders in the U.S. are planning a big week. They are targeting a vote on the $1.2 trillion bipartisan infrastructure bill and are pushing for an agreement on the outlines of the massive reconciliation bill. Capitol Hill correspondent Erik Rosales reports.
Democrats are scrambling, trying to line up votes for the bipartisan infrastructure bill before the current funding runs out at the end of this month. Meanwhile, progressives and moderates are working on the reconciliation bill. They have to do this by the end of this week. Democrats say they are close.
We've 90% of the bill agreed to and written. We just have some of the last decisions to be made. It is less than we had was projected to begin with, but it's still bigger than anything we have ever done in terms of addressing the needs of America's working families.
Sources on the Hill tell me the reconciliation bill, which contains much of President Biden's social agenda, is around $1.7 trillion, considerably less than the $3 to $5 trillion progressives wanted.
I would not let the perfect be the enemy of the good. Maybe none of them are perfect, but they're far, far better than we've been in this country for a very long time.
Right now, the Hyde Amendment, which prevents taxpayer dollars being used for abortions, is still missing from both the House and Senate versions of the bill.
So we've never seen such an assault on the sanctity of life.
Republican Senator Mike Braun tells me he hopes fellow Catholic Joe Manchin, a Democrat, will stay true to his recent statement to vote against the reconciliation bill if it doesn't contain the Hyde Amendment.
This is what happens when you take an agenda this big, this broad, that wants to change, America into a place that only gets run from here.
Republicans tell me besides Hyde, the new spending poses a danger to America's fragile economy.
We've got to get to some fiscal conservatism out here because, again, we're destroying this country. We just can't keep this up.
Republicans say just look at the latest numbers from the Labor Department. Prices continue to climb, up nearly 5.5% from a year ago, as the supply chain continues to have problems. At the Capitol, Erik Rosales, EWTN News Nightly.